working on managing all of your references and literature, either for a research paper or just trying to get references nailed down to be able to learn your field, I'm going to show you how to easily import your references into Zotero. And there's 4 different ways that you can do this. If you don't know, Zotero is a free reference management software that allows you to easily import in your references, take notes on them, and then easily cite them within your own research papers. Something that's really nice about this is once you have the information within Zotero, you can actually change your citation styles without having to do anything manually within your actual Word documents. I'm Dr. Elena Reister, and I got my PhD in chemistry. I make content on this channel to help you complete your research with more confidence and less effort. Before we get started, I want to let you know that if you're working on your own research articles, you can download my scientific research paper checklist. It's going to help you walk step by step how to write and submit your research articles to increase your chances at acceptance. So let's get started walking through Zotero. So here is my Zotero. I have a new collection here that is test to be able to demonstrate this for you. If you have no collections, you can easily add a new collection just by clicking this button and adding the name. So if you want to separate out your papers by research topic or something like that, you can easily create different collections there for your different research topics. I'm going to show you how to download all of these through using Google Scholar, but you can choose a different search engine to do it. It's all basically the same context. So I searched steroids and eye mobility. If you're not quite sure how to use Google Scholar yet or how to use the search logic, check out the link above. It's going to walk you through how to use Google Scholar. Steroids and eye mobility is what I did my dissertation work on, so I want to actually show you how to do all 4 of these things on my first published paper. So if we scroll to the bottom here, you can see here's my first published paper on the application of group 1 metal adduction to the separation of steroids. So the first way, and the way that I like to import my things in the most, is by just using the PDF. So if we come over to where it's located, and I'm going to open it up so we can actually download that PDF. So here we have this PDF here, and if I just click on it, it opens up the PDF in a new file, and I can download it. And I'm gonna throw it in my papers folder, and now it's downloaded. So if I want to now get this PDF into Zotero, it's actually really simple, but it might seem a little bit complicated at first. So if we go into Zotero and I go to File Import, it actually doesn't give you the option to import a PDF. If you use something like EndNote, it does give you that option, but in Zotero, it actually doesn't give you that option to import it. So instead, what you need to do is actually just bring up your file explorer for where it's located, click on it, and drop it into Zotero. So it is going to automatically recognize it as a PDF, and then what it's going to do is create a citation using the metadata in that PDF. If the PDF doesn't have metadata built within it, it will instead just leave the title that you gave it in Zotero. And so here you can see that it automatically built out my actual citation. It also changed the name of my citation as well. And then over here, you can see that it's built out all of this information. The authors, it actually includes the abstract as well, so it's easier to find and search. The publication, volume, issue, pages, and date. This is also really nice because it includes the journal abbreviation. So if you're switching between 2 different style formats, one that has the journal spelled out and one that has the journal abbreviation, it's going to automatically do that for you. So now that I have this in there here as my PDF, I can always click on this drop down so that I no longer see the PDF and click it again if I want to bring that PDF back. And I can always double click on the PDF to reopen it. So it always has that file attached into it. So now that is what I find is the nicest, so I can easily access my PDFs in the future. However, if you're just trying to really quickly go through and build out a bunch of citations, doing real quick literature searches on Google Scholar, I want to show you the best way to do that. So if we go back to Google Scholar, I want to show you how to use the Zotero Connector feature. And so if we come up to my extensions up here and click on my extensions, I can click the Zotero Connector. And so let's say I'm doing a research paper on steroids and eye mobility, and I want to just quickly populate what my background articles could be. So you can see that it's pulling up all of the potential research articles that are on this page with their citations. So I can actually just select all of these and click OK. And it's going to tell you where it's saving it to you. It's saving it to your last workspace. So that's going to be that test workspace. So now if I come into Zotero, you can see this is now auto-populated in. So you can see here is all of the papers that were on that Google Scholar page that it easily imported in to Zotero. This paper is the one that I had already brought in through the PDF. Whereas you can see for the other papers, it's not bringing in that PDF. It's only going to bring in the link to the full text if that's even available within Google Scholar. So that's two different ways that you can easily import your things in. One is more geared to if you want to keep all of your PDFs easily organized. The second one is geared to if you want to quickly populate citations into Zotero. The last two methods for importing in your citations is going to be if you just want to take the citation and directly import that into Zotero. So if we come back to Google Scholar, and let's say you just want to get that citation information and directly import it into Zotero. So you can click on these two quotation marks and you can click on the bibtext here. This is going to create a file here, and what you want to do is click Save As, and I'm just going to save it as paper 1. So then once I have that saved, I can come back into Zotero. I can click File, Import, and I'm going to click a file because it's a bibtext file. And then I'm just going to click that paper 1 of the bibtext file and open. So then I'm going to have it go ahead and copy into a new selection and click finish. So you can see that here's my new paper. It has nothing attached to it but that citation information. So that citation information is available on the right. So then I can easily just drag it into the collection that I want it to be in. So you can see that that file is now in this test collection up here. The last way I want to show you is using the exact same file but not having to save it. So if you come back to this, you have this file here, but you don't want to actually save it down and then re-import it in, you can select Control A. So that's going to select all of the text, and then Control C or Command C if you're on Mac, and that's going to copy that text. You can then go into Zotero, go to File again, and click Import from Clipboard. That's going to now re-import that file in. So now we have all 4 of these files here, one with the PDF, one that was imported from the Zotero Connector, one that we imported by saving that bibtext file, and then the last one that we imported just by copying that bibtext file. The last thing I want to show you is that if you're using the Zotero Connector and you want to actually be able to include the PDF with it, there is an easy way to do that if you import the PDF separately and then import from the Zotero Connector. So here you can see this is the file that I imported in from the Zotero Connector, and here's the one that I imported in from my PDF. If I want this PDF to be maintained within this one citation, all I have to do is click on it and drag it up, and then it's going to move it into that citation. So now I can delete all of these other items because they're all just duplicates. And now I have this one citation here that I initially imported from the Zotero Connector, and then later on I brought in the PDF for it. Watch out for next week when I walk you through how to organize all of your citations within Zotero. And just a reminder, if you are working on research articles, go ahead and download the scientific research paper checklist below. It's a free download. It's going to walk you through step by step what you need to do to be successful when writing your research articles and submitting them to journals. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.